Our project is about September 17th, 1862, how it's honored, and the positive and lasting effects of that day. We were prepared to launch our project on Tuesday, April 16th, and we decided to hold off on the launch out of respect for the victims in Boston. We've now decided to move forward out of the same respect for them and for the freedoms and rights represented by the personal sacrifices made at Antietam.
One soldier wrote, "It was as if the sun stood still and the landscape had turned red." For the last 24 years, on the first Saturday in December, a transformation has occurred on the battlefield. In that space between day and night, a single flame becomes 2, and 2 becomes 10. 10 becomes 100, and the points of flickering light keep increasing until you are surrounded by a surreal sight that just doesn't exist anywhere else. 23,110 candles burning in memorial to soldiers who we've never met. Our story is centered on the volunteers who return yearly, lighting these candles, honoring the personal sacrifices that changed the course of freedom and personal rights in America. Join us as we take you to the illumination and beyond the flickering lights, telling you the personal stories represented by the candles.
So AP Hill was pushing his men to get this to the battlefield as quick as possible.
You know, we don't stop for anything. So rain or snow, we're usually putting the candles out. So that's a good thing. Mr. Coley, how are you doing?
This project started for me 55 years ago when my family first visited Antietam. And as a child, I saw the cannons, the places named Bloody Lane and Burnside Bridge. They grabbed my imagination, and they've just never let go. 25 years ago, together with good friends and associates, we documented an Antietam reenactment.
So we need to start bringing that up. It's hard to wheel them up. We've got rebels on our left.
The 4th of July concert on the battlefield, and the very first illumination at Antietam. Since then, we've documented more reenactments, the making of a Civil War feature film, and for the past 5 years, we've been shooting the annual illumination.
Come a long way, Lord, a mighty long way.
We even staged our own illumination at the recent 150th reenactment of the battle.
Behind me, these candles represent 3,654 stories. Every one of these people could have told you a story.
Over the past 25 years, I've met a number of people who share my interest in American history and in this battle.
And in many ways, we haven't learned how to overcome differences in a lasting way. And Lincoln was a master at that.
They are authors, historians, photographers, bloggers, artists, museum directors and curators, and one woman who had a vision about lighting candles on the battlefield as a memorial. You'll meet my friends and experience their stories.
One dark red day, until the cannon and the sword lay still. 23.
We need your help as we collect the final elements to create the documentary Antietam Illuminated. Thank you for your support.
Who'll recall their names? Only the wind in the wheat fields will.